Sidney, I was arrested when I was 18 years old.
Oh, wow.
I was robbery and a shooting. I was sentenced to serve 32 years in prison. So I thought at 18 my life was over. Right? I was done. After 19 years, I received a conditional pardon. I had gone to college. I'd become a journeyman electrician. That helps the state.
Yeah.
But so my whole thing was somebody believed in me and gave me a second chance. You've had obviously a very different journey, but like, can you tell me about one of the times you've gotten a second chance or you've fought to create a second chance for yourself?
I think I've constantly had to fight for a second chance for just like my career in general, man. Like, you know, this idea of like M&M's, you only have one shot is like not right.
Okay.
You constantly, if you continue, especially on a career path, you continue in life, you constantly see yourself getting like another chance. And a perfect example of that is my career, because the first time I tried was in 2007, 2008. I started uploading videos. Right. It didn't work. I tried again, uploading videos in a different way or a different channel on YouTube. And it kind of worked, but it didn't really work. And then I moved to Los Angeles. And then that was like, okay, I'm here, or I'm leading. Like, I need to meet all these people, but I can't find them. So I lost that chance, right? Yeah. And then I started uploading to Vine. I started uploading to started posting photos on Instagram. Okay, everyone else is succeeding, everyone else succeeding, all that kind of stuff. And that didn't work. And I just kept on at it. Okay, let's try YouTube again, right? And I tried YouTube again. That didn't work. And then, in 2019, when I started uploading TikTok videos, I was like, this is probably going to work, right? Like, I know what this is. Like, I just have to upload consistently. I'll find something and then it'll pop off. And that's really what happened. But then when I saw the lightning in the bottle, that for me, like that 8th chance of like succeeding, I just held on to it. And I just wrote it all the way up to the sky. And I'm still working on like what the actual end goal is. But in terms of like finally getting here around my peers, around you, around so many people that like understand and love the community and the industry as much as I do, that's the second chance. I mean, cool too. So I'm like, so there's that, like I almost failed out of high school. I was in and out of suspension, expulsion. Like I wasn't a great kid. I wasn't a great student. There's a lot of teachers gave me second chances, but I never really like held on to them as much as I should have. Career path and like just making sure that you feel like even though you missed your chance, there could be another. I think that's a really big part.
Being here, you've been on every panel I've seen. It seems like, yeah. And all I have to do is be like, yeah, there's something I learned before my 30s. Like you're that guy. Yeah. You become that person. Do you feel like you have a different perspective from when you were grinding and just trying to create a thing to what you're now? No, you've now accomplished that.
I was asked a few months ago, like, what's your delusional thing? Okay. Like, oh, I could probably eat up a bear, right? Well, I could probably probably kick that tiger and like get away, right? Whatever it is. Like, what's your delusional thing? And everyone was like going around the table of like, I can fly plane, plane, whatever. And I was sitting at this table with all these other creators at the summit. And I was like, this is my delusion. Like literally what I am doing right now is my delusion. Like it is one of those things where it's like, when I think about myself back then, watching panels or watching, every discussion and running into these people, I was just like, what? Like, I know I can do that. Larry David talks about that. He would like go to see comedians and he's like, these guys are fucking assholes. Like, oh, they suck. So when I think about like, is it a different perspective? I kind of feel like it's the same perspective, just from a different POV, right? Where it's like, I love this content. I love making videos. I love YouTube. I love digital media community, like all of that stuff. And then just finally I can like talk about it in a cohesive way because I took so many years to learn, right? Like I was working at a company for like 5 years that felt like my trade school, but I was paid for it. Okay. So it's like, I think that kind of difference is like, I'm well known now. It's incredible, but like delusionally, I was always well known and I was always like important. Like I was always on this many panels. Like this is my first year where I'm on 5 panels. Yeah. On 4 different panels, bit of industry track. I'm on a podcast later today. Like that to me is like, oh, like that feels so validating. I want to be like, I told you guys. Okay. Like to myself, like, see, and I'm just, it's a very proud moment here. It's so cool. I don't know. Yeah. Just like talking to people and just like loving life. It's just, you can't stop doing
And that also is inspiration. So I have a book coming out in March of next year, and I've been going back and forth because I talk to these PR people. They want like 10 grand a month, and somebody was like, "Bro, mortgage your house and like take the money out and invest in yourself." But that's what you did. You invested in yourself.
It just took a long time. And I think it took so long because I didn't invest any money into it. Okay. Because I didn't have any. And so since I didn't have any like college degree, I didn't have any, I'm still working on it, right? Like I still don't invest as much as I should in the company, as much as I should in PR, in, whatever. And so it just takes a longer time. And but like, once you kind of get one thing, you're like, oh, okay, I got that. And then you can kind of shoot for the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And the PR team will probably help with the book, not going to lie. But like, you have to make a lot of sales to make up that, shoot those bombings. And even I've known people that have gotten on like bestseller lists that are still making up for their, for their funds. So I think that it's just one of those things where it's like, you gotta, investing time is so important as much as money. And, and usually money can cut down the time, but if you really like basically cut your teeth and really learn from the experiences, I think that has been more like, even when I sold my book, maybe I didn't sell as many as I could if I had a PR person, but like now I know what to do differently, so that kind of thing. It's like, okay, like I know how to use my Instagram stories a little bit better.
Having gone through everything you've gone through and having found success, but also facing new struggles you weren't expecting, what is the thing you most wish you had learned before you were in your 30s?
Yeah, honestly, what I just talked about was like, I really wish that I had learned that you can re-upload content. if we're at a digital media conference, we're talking all these things, and it's like truly like, dude, if I had learned that I can re-upload content and like it takes me time off instead of posting a new video every day for 3 years, I would have maybe not burned out last year, right? Like I would have, maybe had more time to focus on other projects like YouTube or, whatever it is. But the fact that I needed to like prove that I can make something new every single day for my own artistic value really diminished my ability in a lot of ways. And I think that if you can really just like understand that you are a one man, or like, you're a one person operation, that you need to like take time off, but you have content already, just use that content that you have already. And also, you don't need to change your outfits for every video. You just don't need to. Like, you just don't need to. So those are my things that I wish I knew before I was in my 30s.
Very cool. All right. Well, so when is the surgery? So we can keep you in thoughts and prayers.
July 3rd is my surgery. Okay. Total gastrectomy. That means no more tum-tum, 5x tum-tum 2025. And a month after that, hopefully I'll get to be able to lift up my daughter again. And then a year after my surgery date, hopefully I'll have a large, broader understanding of my food intolerances and my ability and my amount and my pace and stuff. So there we go. That's it.
I mean, best of luck.
Thanks.
Thank you, Sid.
I appreciate it so much, buddy.